Hey, what is going on guys? Jxck here, bringing you guys another Black Ops 3 commentary. Today's topic will be score streaks. Are score streaks good? Are score streaks bad? Are they too bad or are they too good? Today I'm going to be answering all of them questions. I'm going to be going through every single score streak, from the lowest score streak to the highest score streak, and giving my opinion on every single score streak. So let's get into the commentary. Okay, so our first score streak is the Jxck. Jxck is a 400 score streak, so that's 4 kills in a row, and it's the upgrade of the RCXD from Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. Basically, it's an RC car, you drive it around, it's got explosives on it. When you find someone, you blow it up. I wouldn't recommend putting this on, it's not good enough, you're not going to get kills with it, don't bother using this. Second score streak, we've got the UAV. This is a 500 score streak, and it's basically an aerial vehicle that shows you where people are on the map, so you can see where the enemies are on your mini-map. There'll be a radar swipe like every 3 seconds, and you can see where they are. They'll show up as a red dot. The more UAVs you have in the sky, the faster the radar will swipe. You also earn UAV assist kills, so when someone gets a kill while your UAV is in the air, you'll be earning points. I think it's 10 points per assist. So this will help you get towards your next score streaks. Our next score streak, the third one, is the care package. It's an airdrop of a random score streak. Tends to be lower score streaks, but I've actually got the GI unit and wraps multiple times from the care package. So if you're a low level, stick this on so you can use the higher score streaks that you won't be able to get or you haven't unlocked yet. So stick the care package on. It's a lot better than the other Call of Duties. Fourth score streak, we've got the counter UAV. This is a 600 score streak. It jams enemies' maps, so they won't be able to see their map. It'll be jammed, it'll be all fuzzy. They won't be able to see where you are. This gives you an advantage if you're going for ruthless medals, nuclear, stuff like that. So yeah, definitely stick this on if you want to support your team. We've got the fifth score streak, which is the throught. This is the upgrade of the Hunter Killer from Black Ops 2. You earn it and you throw it in the air, and then you actually control it yourself. It's not automatic this time round. You can fire 3 missiles out of it, and then you can fly it into someone and it'll explode on contact. I wouldn't use this. It's quite a high score streak for what it is, to be honest, because if this was like a kill streak in MW3 and MW2, this would be Harriers, because Harriers was a 7 score streak, kill streak I mean. Moving on to another score streak, we've got the Guardian. It's a 700 score streak. It's a placeable dish that it like when you get in the way of it, you can't move. It basically stuns you. You can't move. You're stuck. You can't turn quickly. And also, if you stay in front of it too long, you can die. I'll give you the description of it. So it's a placeable dish that projects a cone of microwave radiation that stuns and impairs enemies. So yeah, this is a pretty good score streak. If you use it on hardcore, you can actually get kills with it if you put it in a good place. Next, we've got the lightning strike. This is an 800 score streak. Basically, it's the lightning strike from Black Ops 2. It's 8 kills in a row. You pull it out, and then you place 3 points on the map where you want to put the missiles. And then once you've placed them, jets will come, fly over the map, and drop missiles on the points you've allocated. I wouldn't use this score streak. Definitely needs to be buffed. It's pretty crap compared to what it was in Black Ops 2. Don't stick it on. Waste of kills, waste of a score streak. Moving on to our next score streak, we've got the Hellstorm missile. This is a 800 score streak, and it's a remote controlled Hellstorm missile with a cluster bomb payload. So basically, you call this in, it's like a Predator missile from MW2. You shoot it down to the ground, and then instead of just flying into the ground, you can shoot missiles out of it. This is actually in Black Ops 2 as well, but I think the Black Ops 2 version is better. This was good in the beta, but in the release, I think it was nerfed. I think they need to make it a little more powerful. So yeah, that's the Hellstorm missile. Moving on to our next score streak, the Hardened Sentry. This is 50 score more than the Lightning Strike. This is an 850 score streak. And it's a deployable Hardened Sentry gun. And you can also control it yourself, but I'd let it be automatic so you can run around the map, let the Hardened Sentry do its thing while you're getting kills as well. It's a pretty good score streak, does get quite a few kills every time. I'd recommend using this, not a bad little score streak. Moving on to our next score streak, we've got Cerberus. This is a 900 score streak, and it's a upgrade of the AGR from Black Ops 2. It's another tank. It's a mini tank. You can control it, or it can be automatic. I'd recommend controlling it. If it's automatic, it's rubbish. It spins in circles at the back of the map. So control it, and you get missiles and a really OP machine gun on it. and it lasts for ages, and the health on it is crazy. It takes like 3 rockets to destroy it, so definitely use this. Got a video on the Cerberus. If you want to go check that out, I'll leave a link down below. Moving on to our next score streaks, the Rolling Thunder. Here's the description. Launch a targeted carpet bomb strike of explosive drones. This is a 950 score streak. Do not use it. I'm not even going to describe like why not to use it. It just doesn't get kills. Don't use it. Hopefully they do buff it. Moving on to the next score streak, got the Talon. This is a 1050 score streak, and it's a upgrade of the Dragonfire from Black Ops 2. So it's mini RC helicopter thing. You call it in, and you get machine guns with it. It can be automatic, or you can control it. I'd recommend controlling it. It's pretty good. It's pretty strong, and if you get in a spawn trap, it's pretty good. So try the Talon. That's the Talon. Moving on to our next score streak. Now we get into the high ones. We've got the Wraith. This is basically a stealth chopper from Black Ops 2. And it's a helicopter that goes in the air, goes invisible, and it's really OP. It's got like aimbot. It's really strong. The thing is, it gets shot down quite easily. I think it only takes 1 rocket, but when it's in the air, it does mow people down. Got a video on the Wraith, so if you want to check that out, I'll leave it down in the description. Moving on to our next score streak, got the Hater. That's the HATR, which stands for High Altitude Telemetry and I'm not even going to read that. It's just But yeah, this is a good score streak. It's the Orbital VSAT from Black Ops 2, and you can see where the enemies are on the radar 24/7. You can see which way they're facing, and it doesn't swipe. They're constantly on there. I think it only lasts 30 seconds. It does not last long at all. If they could make it last a minute, it would be so much better. Moving on to the Power Core. This is a 1400 score streak, and it's an EMP. So people, when you call it in, the other team won't be able to see anything. They won't be able to see the map. Everything will go blurry for them. And it's good if you want to go for nuclear medals and high gun streaks. This is the thing to be using. They won't be able to call in any of their score streaks while this is in the air as well. It doesn't say how long it lasts, but I think it lasts a minute. So moving on to our second to last score streak, which is the GI unit. This is a 1600 score, and it's basically a robot that has like the mind of a veteran bot, and you call it in and it shoots people. It's like your bodyguard. It isn't that great. It's a bit retarded. It just runs around in circles at the back of the map, just does these random jumps just to make it look cool, but it doesn't get many kills. It doesn't get a job done. Oh guys, I missed out the Raps as well. That's a 1300 score streak, and the Raps is basically a deploy ship that drops these little like ball things that blow people up. It's like dogs, but when they come into contact with someone, they blow them up instead. So yeah, sorry for forgetting the Raps. Moving on to our last and highest score streak, we've got the Mothership. This is a 1700 score streak, and it's a VTOL warship from Black Ops 2. Basically, call it in, you get to control it, and you can fire missiles and machine guns on people from above, and you get a high advantage point. It's a pretty good score streak, but I haven't got killed by this yet. I haven't actually seen it in a game. It is a 1700 score streak, which is really high. So guys, they're all the score streaks. Now I'm going to be telling you the best score streaks and the worst score streaks. So the worst score streaks will be first, and then I'll be working my way towards the best score streaks. So let's get straight into that. Okay, so the score streak taking the trophy for the worst score streak in Black Ops 3 is the HCXD. This thing isn't that great. You don't get many kills with it, and that's why I've put it in 12th spot. Also guys, I'm not including UAVs, haters, guardians, score streaks that don't get you kills, because that wouldn't be fair, and I wouldn't really know where to put them on the list. So I'm putting these score streaks from least kills to the most kills you can get with them. In 11th spot, we've got the Dart. Dart is okay. It's just not good for what it is. It's a 7 kill streak, and it's not that great. So yeah, that's why I've put it 12. It just doesn't get many kills. 10th spot, we've got the Care Package. The Care Package is okay. You do get a lot of crappy stuff from it usually, but you can get some good stuff. Like this year, I've got the Raps like 3 times, and I've got the GI unit, believe it or not, once. So if you're a low level, I recommend sticking this on. This is one of the best score streaks for low level people. 9th spot, we've got the Lightning Strike. This thing needs to be buffed. It isn't powerful enough, nowhere near as good as in Black Ops 2. In 8th spot, we've got the Rolling Thunder. The Rolling Thunder isn't great either. I don't think it blows up enough of the map to be honest. It leaves too many gaps for people to survive. So yeah, that's why I put it in 8th. 7th spot we've got the Hellstorm. The Hellstorm was good in the beta. This was probably one of the best score streaks for what it was. But in the actual game release, I don't think the missiles you shoot out of it are strong enough. Sometimes there's like 3 people there. I'll launch the missiles and I'll only get one of them, even though all the missiles like go right towards them. So that's why I've put that in 7th place. Moving on to 6th spot, we've got the Talon. The Talon would be higher, but I don't think the machine guns are strong enough. Also, the health isn't big enough either. It's quite easy to destroy it. I think it takes a few bullets, and yeah, it just gets destroyed really easily. Moving on to 5th spot, we've got the Hardened Sentry. This is good for what it is as well. You get your money's worth with this. Basically, it's a sentry gun. It's a sentry gun that automatically shoots people. It's like the sentry gun from Black Ops 2, and I think it's just as good, maybe even better. It takes a lot of bullets to destroy it as well, so that's why I put it in 5th spot. In 4th, we've got the GI unit. The GI unit is one of the highest score streaks, but I haven't put it in the top 3 for a reason. It's not good enough yet. It's not strong enough, and it's not clever. It's pretty stupid. It runs around in the back of the map and doesn't get many kills. And for what it is, it's just not great. I think this should be like a 1,100 score streak, 1,200 score streak. It's way too high for what it is. Moving on to 3rd spot, bronze trophy. Bronze medal, should I say. It's the Cerberus. I've actually got a video on this thing, guys. It's an insane score streak. Basically, it's a tank you call in. You have to control it yourself. If you let it free roam, it's pretty bad. So make sure you are controlling it. You get rockets, and you get machine guns. And the health on it is really good. It also lasts for ages. So that's why the Cerberus is in 3rd spot. Make sure you use that score streak. In joint 2nd place, I've got the Wraith and the Raps. I find these things get the same amount of kills as each other. So that's why I've put them joint 2nd. The Wraith is the OP helicopter. The downfall is it gets shot down easily. And that's also the case for the Raps. Sometimes the Raps don't even deploy because the helicopter gets shot down. But if they do deploy, they get a lot of kills. So yeah, these are the Wraith and the Raps joint 2nd place. Now in 1st place, we've got the Mothership. This is a 1,700 score streak, one of the highest score streaks in the game, and this is a really good score streak. It's really tough to get. I haven't actually got killed by it yet. I haven't even seen it in a game, but this is a really good score streak. Get a great advantage. It's really hard to get shot down, and that's why I put the Mothership first. So guys, that is my opinion on all the score streaks. Overall, I'd say the score streaks in Black Ops 3 should be buffed. They're not strong enough, especially the high ones. They're high, but they're not good enough. They don't get many kills. You get a lot more kills with the lower score streaks. So stick lower score streaks on, guys. Don't bother putting high ones on because they're not as good. The Mothership's good, but you're not going to get it. It's just a lot of kills. You're lucky if you do. So guys, that is my video on Black Ops 3. Are the score streaks good? Are the score streaks bad? Hopefully I answered all your questions. And that is it for the video. If you guys watched all the way to the end, to this minute, comment cucumber in the comment section below. So just comment whatever you want, and then just make sure cucumbers in the comment section. I want to see how many people actually watched the video all the way to the end. This is a really long video, probably one of my longest videos on my channel for a while. So comment cucumber if you watched all the way to the end. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe if you are new to my channel. Make sure you're following me on Twitter. I'll leave my Twitter down below. I'll leave the Cerberus and Wraith videos down below as well for you guys to check out. That's been it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Goodbye.